You didn't choose your first fear. It was handed to you. Before you could even read, you were already being written. Every rule you follow today, someone else made it for you. The version of you sitting right now is mostly someone else's creation. That voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough," whose voice is it really? It's not yours. It never was. Your childhood was a recording studio, and you had no say in the lyrics. By age 7, your subconscious was already full of other people's fears, other people's limits, other people's words. And you have been living by that script ever since. Scientists call it the imprint period, the most dangerous window of your entire life. Because during this window, your brain accepted everything as absolute truth. No questions asked, no filters, no protection. A grown man yelled, and a child decided the world was unsafe. A mother worried too much, and a child decided love always comes with anxiety. A teacher laughed, and a child decided speaking up leads to humiliation. One moment, one sentence, one look. That is all it took to install a program that still runs in you today. Think about the thing you avoid the most. That avoidance was taught, not born. Think about the relationship pattern you keep repeating. That pattern was modeled before you even knew what relationships were. Think about the ceiling you keep hitting in your own success. That ceiling was built by someone else's hands, inside your own mind. This is not philosophy. This is neuroscience. Your brain at age 5 operated like an open hypnotic field. Whatever entered got stored as permanent operating software. No password, no firewall, no delete option. And the programmers were not experts. They were just adults who were also programmed by their own broken childhoods. Your father's anger was not really about you. It was his father's anger wearing his face. Your mother's fear was not really hers. It was generations of women who were told to stay small. You inherited a psychological debt that was never yours to carry, but you have been paying it every single day without knowing. Every time you shrink in a room full of people, that is the debt. Every time you say yes when your whole body screams no, that is the debt. Every time you sabotage something good right before it gets great, that is the debt. You are not broken. You are running outdated code, and outdated code can be rewritten. But first, you need to see the code. Close your eyes for a second and think. What is the one belief about yourself that hurts the most? I am too much. I am not enough. I don't deserve good things. Where did that come from? You were not born believing that. No newborn looks at the sky and thinks, "I am not worthy." That belief was installed by a moment, by a person, by a pattern. And your brain at that young age had no choice but to believe it. Because to a child, the adults around them are the entire universe. If the universe says you are not enough, the child accepts it as law. That law became your inner voice. That inner voice became your decisions. Those decisions became your life. This is how a single careless moment becomes a lifelong prison. And the cruelest part? The prison has no walls, no locks, no guards. You could walk out any time, but no one told you the door was open. So you kept circling the same room, calling it your personality, calling it your nature, calling it just who you are. But what if who you are is not who you were told to be? What if the real you never got a chance to fully show up? What if underneath all that programming, there's someone completely different, someone braver, someone freer, someone who actually trusts themselves? That person is not lost. They're buried under years of other people's expectations, wounds, and unspoken rules. And the excavation starts not with years of therapy, but with one honest question. Is this thought actually mine? That question is a key. Every time an old belief surfaces, pause and ask it. Did I choose this, or was I conditioned into this? The pause itself is power. because your old programming survives on autopilot. The moment you become conscious, it loses its grip. This is what neuroscientists call self-directed neuroplasticity. The brain rewires based on where you deliberately place your attention. You are not stuck. Your brain is literally designed to change. But it will not change on its own. You have to lead it. Start by watching your reactions, not your actions. Reactions are the fingerprints of old programming. When something small makes you disproportionately angry, that's a clue. When compliments make you deeply uncomfortable, that's a clue. When success terrifies you more than failure, that's the biggest clue of all. These are not character flaws. These are childhood echoes, and echoes fade when you stop feeding them with silence. Talk about it, write about it, sit with it without running, because what you refuse to feel continues to drive you from the shadows, and what you finally face loses the power to control you. You were programmed without permission. That part is true. But here's the part no one tells you. The permission to reprogram yourself belongs entirely to you. No one can give it to you. No one can take it away. Every morning you wake up is a new session, a new chance to write different code, not by forcing positivity, but by choosing awareness over autopilot. One conscious choice, then another, then another. That's how the rewrite happens, quietly, consistently, unstoppably. You were shaped without your consent, but you will not stay that shape forever. The childhood that programmed you doesn't get to decide who you become next.